Hello everybody. We were just on the subject of heat distribution, and I wanted to go over this smoker with you because it does have a response to heat distribution for this particular unit that I have. As you can see, I have a very traditional firebox offset smoker. This one happens to be made by Yoder. I showed you a lot of illustrations on a variety of different brands and different smokers. I'm not going to be a proponent of any one particular brand. This is mine. This is what I invested in. Now, and I went over some criteria, and I'm going to continue with the presentation, illustrating other criteria that go along with this, and then into a summary. But what I wanted to do is just show you the bare bones elementary offset smoker. A lot of people are getting into it today because it's another way of smoking food and giving high quality. You know, we talked about a whole bunch of different things. I started talking about budget. I had a price plan that I went with. I talked about thickness of steel. This is 1/4 inch. This is, again, a very traditional offset. This is a nice close-up of the firebox in this particular unit. I always start with a bed of charcoal. I have illustrations of that with other videos on the YouTube website that I've created. Now, I'm going to talk mostly about the heat distribution. Inside this particular unit, I have what I paid as an option for is called the heat distribution plate, sold by Yoder. Okay, now I also put up a picture of what a reverse flow is. A reverse flow is another answer to heat distribution. In other words, they put up a solid steel plate underneath the grill cooking area, and what it does is it forces all the heat and the smoke to go all the way down to the end before it comes up, wraps all the way around the food, and they place the chimney on this particular end right here because that's where it comes out. Now, in this traditional smoker, my chimney is on the other end, and the way Yoder keeps the price point down is they put in as an option, I believe it was $65 when I went to get it, $95, excuse me, of this piece of 1/4 inch steel. Now, as you can see, this 1/4 inch steel fits up near the firebox so that all of the heat will come from the firebox into the main grilling area. And the smoke is then, and the heat is then released, graduated through the different size holes through this particular firebox, and of course the chimney is on this side. Now, in a reverse flow, they put the chimney on the same side as the firebox in order to get the draft of the heat to go up so the heat is managed evenly through the distribution across the grill plate. I didn't want that. Now, when you do buy an offset smoker, please do look at heat distribution. Now, if it doesn't come with a heat distribution plate like the Yoder, what you can do is go to a welder and tell them to go build you some what they call heat tuning plates. They can come in 4 or 8 inch lengths, and they can be fitted across the diameter from one end over here to this end of your of your grilling area, so that what you can do is put them equidistant with maybe a 2 inch separation between them, so that you can get your heat and smoke flow through the unit, and it will distribute your heat evenly. Now, obviously, the heat's going to be a lot higher in the firebox in this area. I find that the heat is like a 25 or 35 degree difference over here than it is on this side of the smoker near the chimney. I generally use the heat that is about 2/3 from here to here to cook the food that I'm cooking, like ribs or chicken or anything else in quantity, or a pork butt, so that I get it, the heat is so even at this point, I don't have to worry. If I want to get something really hot and I want to crisp up that chicken skin, I will place it right over here near the firebox, and boy, the heat over here will be like 325 or 350 degrees, where over here it could be 300 degrees. All right, so I can do that, and I take advantage of knowing my smoker and learning my smoker. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how this particular unit manages heat distribution. Again, the firebox located over here. The heat moves down the firebox, comes out the graduated holes of this quarter-inch sheet metal that they have placed in here, and then the smoke rises towards the chimney on this side of the smoker and it exits. Okay, and that's how this particular unit runs. Okay, I'm going to come back. I'm going to pause for a minute, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what the grill plates look like, the grill itself look like inside the unit. Okay, I'm back again, and I just wanted to show you in the illustration of my unit with the grills inserted inside the smoker. Okay, and the heat management plate is underneath this, and that is where all of the heat gets distributed along with the smoke to the food product that I'm cooking. So I just wanted to let you know and see one up front in a very elementary, this is a very elementary offset smoker. There's nothing exciting about it. It's 16 inches in width. 20 is the next size up generally for sizes of units. Now, I smoke pretty much for my wife and I, and we create multiple meals which then create freezer bags, and they all get set up and we just pull them out as we need them. Or I will cook in the event that we are entertaining for up to a party of 8. Usually it's not more than that. This has one level. When you go to a 20-inch unit, you're now looking at the second shelf possibility where you can use that to your advantage and cook more food. And the second shelf is really nice because what you can do is create a drip pan underneath to catch all your grease. Now, I just clean this every time I use it. The grease comes up. I use a putty knife, and it just scrapes it right off, and I get rid of it, and I take care of all of that. It's very easy to clean. So I would recommend something like this. It's pretty elementary. Now this, from a budget point of view, they now the price has gone up, so I paid a little less, about $100 less for it. They're now selling for $900 with the options. This is in Yoder, Kansas, where they're manufactured. It's $900 purchase plus options. You want to figure you might put $150 worth of options. I believe the heat distribution plate was $95, and I'm not sure if I added any more. You can add other things if you wish, but this is all I required and what was important to me at the time. So again, feeding is 2 to 8 people for me, and this is more than satisfactory. All right, I'm going to implant this now into the YouTube video and continue on with the discussion of how to choose and make your choices for a smoker. All right, have a great one.